Hello family, this is Zui. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm taking this opportunity just to welcome you, and for anyone who has not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, share the link, and even like, and even just drop a comment on my video. It is helpful, and I will be so much appreciative. For today, we want to look at what we refer to as perspective, and we are going to draw something here, just a block diagram here on what we refer to as two-point perspective. Two-point perspective is one of the drawings, the pictorial drawings that we get to learn at one point or the other, especially for the people pursuing architecture and anyone who's doing civil engineering, or anyone who is interested in pursuing the same. Now, when we want to do drawing in perspective, we first have to consider some of the specific lines which are important. The first line that we are going to look at, and which is also very important, is what you call the ground line, and the ground line is also referred to as the ground level. So we draw a line here, and this line we are referring to it as a ground line, where an observer stands and be able to see whatever the object he wants to see, so that we can do perspective drawing. The next line we get to draw is what we refer to as the horizon level. Horizon level is also referred to as the eye level. So let's assume that on this ground we are going to have somebody standing somewhere. Somebody standing somewhere. This is a person standing on the ground. Okay, this is a human being. So if we stand on this level, we expect his eye level to be somewhere here. We can drop it so that his eye level is along this line where his eyes observes. So where is his eye? His eye is somewhere here. In reference to the ground, his eye is here. So we are going to draw a level or a line through that point, and we are calling it the horizon level. So let's draw it. We have said it's somewhere here where his eye is. So we can draw this line, and this line here we are calling it a horizon level, or what we also refer to as the eye level. Okay, so we can refer to this as G level or ground level, and this is the horizon level, or okay, let's write it here. This is horizon level, and this is the G level, the ground level. Next, the other line that we need to draw is what we refer to as the picture plane, where we are where the observer will observe or will see the object from. The perspective will be drawn based on his observation of the object. Now, in this case, we are going just to draw somewhere above the eye level, the picture plane. We don't restrict to any. We are going to draw a picture plane somewhere here, and we see how we are going to place a plan on our picture plane. So this is our picture plane. We draw it. It's also a straight line, another straight line. So we are referring to this line as a picture plane. Picture plane, PP, picture plane. Now, let's assume that this man is observing this object. As you can see, if you look at the height of the man, comparison to the height of the object, the man appears to be somehow taller compared to the object. So if he observes the object from a distance, it's like he is observing that object from top. So the object will be somehow below. So let's assume the object is giving us a plan on the picture plane. We expect that plan to be that way, but if this is for normal projection, but if it's for perspectiveness, it means we have to put it in such a way that one of the corners touches the plane. The reason as to why one of the corners must touch the plane is because we want to draw it in perspectiveness, so that we see both from one side, the left hand side, and also from the right hand side. So remember, this object here is a cuboid. It has a height, it has a base, and it has a what? Length. So we are going to draw such that we have 45 degrees on one side, another 45 degrees on the other side. So it is going to be placed in a way for the one corner to touch the picture plane. We expect one side to realign to that. Another side also will be 45 degree, and it's going to realign in that manner. Okay, so this is going to give us a plan: 45 degrees, 45 degrees. So let's draw a plan so that we see how we are going to get the plan of this object from top. And this is how we are going to do it. So this is the plan of that. Okay, this is the plan. Once we have that plan, we get to establish what you call the station point. Station point is now a point where this observer is going to stand. Remember, at first he was on the ground level, and we drew our eye level. So let's assume we are changing the point of station so that now it changes from the ground level, and we assume he's going to stand somewhere here, just a little bit away from the ground, and he has to stand somewhere there. Okay, so it means his station point is going to be located at this point. That's where we are going to locate him. And now we can just say, let our station point be somewhere here. We are calling this the station point. Now what we do for this case, we are going to see how this observer standing here will be able to see this object on the what you call the picture plane. What will be observed, or what will he see on the picture plane? I want to demonstrate something here, and we shall be able to know what we are implying by the picture plane. For this case, we expect this observer, we actually expect this observer to view this block on that plane. This is the picture plane. Okay, we expect him to observe the perspectiveness or the perspective drawing of that particular block on that plane. This is a plane, so we expect it to be seen here. And now we are going to see how it will go so that he be able to see that particular block on that particular plane. So for our procedure here, what we are going to do is, first of all, we shall draw lines that are parallel to the planes, the 45 degree planes of our block from the station point. We draw parallel lines. They were 90 degrees, not 90, but 45 degrees. So from here, we expect to draw a line from the station point going this direction to meet this picture plane. So let's draw it. The first line, then the second line is parallel. This line is parallel to this side, and also this other line, the one we are going to draw here, should be parallel to this plane. So again, we slide here and bring out this other side, and draw. Let's move this. So we draw, it meets that plane. Once the plane is met, we shall drop those lines vertically downwards. We drop. As they drop, once they meet the horizon line or horizon level, we get what we call vanishing point. We can call this vanishing point 1. Vanishing point 1. Then again on this other side, we drop. To get another vanishing point. So this is another vanishing point at this is vanishing point 2. So that is it. Next, we are going to draw our elevation. It can be a front elevation of this object here, and this one will assist us get what we are referring to as the vertical height, the height of that particular block. So we are going to have our elevation there. So that is the elevation of the block. We have just gotten the elevation of the block. Now we want to see how we are going to get the points we are referring to as the points on the perspective drawing. So this is how we proceed. After you've drawn and determined the two vanishing point, this point and this point, we're going to join the visible corners of this plan to a vanishing point. We are going to draw lines from every corner to the vanishing point. So the first corner is here to the vanishing point. The second corner is there. It's a visible one because the observer will be able to see this corner. Will also be able to see this corner and will also be able to this other corner. So we join those lines the way they are. So there they are. The next thing we are going to do is look where these lines pass and cuts through the picture plane. We are going to draw them vertically downwards, like this point downwards, this point downwards, and this other point. So let's start with the one at the plane, the one that is touching the picture plane. We want to drop it vertically downwards so that we get the height of the block. How do we go about it? We can bring this straight line touching that point of the picture plane downwards. There it goes. It has to meet the ground level. Once it meets the ground level, it gives us the lower point of the block on the ground. The next, how do we get the top? The top, because there are 2 points here, the one at the top and the one at the base, we are going to project from the front elevation. So this front elevation, we project a line from the front elevation. We project a line. Once it reaches there, we join this point to the vanishing point on this side, this point to the vanishing point, this other point to this other vanishing point, and this top to the vanishing point. So the base on the left hand side, we join it to the vanishing point on the left. The top on the left hand side to the vanishing point on the left. There it goes. The base on the right hand side to the vanishing point. And then the top on the right hand side to the vanishing point as well. So we have determined the height of the object or the block. Next, we bring this point. Of course, when we bring this, it means we are viewing this side. And we also bring this other point, and that means we are viewing these points on this side of on the other side. Because you remember this observer appear to be taller than the block. So let's drop the points vertically. So the first one we're going to drop is this. So we drop this. We want it to meet the the lines that are going to the horizon. So that point drops downwards, sorry, this drops downwards. It meets these vanishing points, these lines from the vanishing point, or rains from the vanishing point. And this point and this point are this. Here, the top one and the one at the base. This point and this one are this on the top and the base. So we are going to join this one, that point. We join this. We also join this. And join this other one. So next, let's do the other side, this side. Again, we drop the line downwards. Bring this. Drop this line. Happily, it's just coinciding. It's like it's coinciding with what we already have there, but not really. Somehow differing a bit of it. So once it comes from there, it joins, it drops downwards. We drop it. So once it meets this ray and this ray, sorry, once it meets this ray and this ray, it gives us this point and this point. So we're going to join a part of our drawing. So we have this. And we have this. And again, we have this. Now we are remained with getting the one at the farthest corner. How do we get it? It means we are going to join this point to this vanishing point, then we join this to this other vanishing point. Where they cross at the back, it gives us the corner on the opposite side, or the back side, sorry. So we join this, the vanishing point on the left. We join this other one, the vanishing point on the right, on the left. This one is on the left and this one is on the right. So we join this other corner again, this other vanishing point. Once we join, we shall establish our point there, the corner, so we can finish by joining. There it goes. And lastly, this one. So this is what the observer sees, and this is what observer sees. And once he sees on the plane what we are referring to as the picture plane, this is what he sees. Just a demonstration. This way. Okay. This way. So this is what he sees on the picture plane. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Consider subscribing to my channel.